Definitely when I'm writing my books, I don't think this is a YA book or this is an adult book. I just think of who I'm writing about and what the story is going to be. And if they're an adult, then it becomes an adult book because their world is an adult world and they have adult problems. This book, Landline, is about Georgie, who is having a hard time in her relationship and her marriage. She's been married for about 15 years. But when I'm writing it, I'm not thinking, well, I better put, like, this better be sophisticated. Where are my big words? I'm writing for adults now. I think, in fact, there's probably more swearing and sex in my YA books. Not that there's that much. There's not that much. But still, yeah, it isn't, I don't shift gears. I pretty much approach the book the same way. And I leave it to librarians and booksellers to decide where the book is going to go. So when I wrote Fangirl, I decided to experiment with National Novel Writing Month, and I didn't expect it to work. I thought it would be just a bunch of sort of desperate free writing. But it turned out that writing so intensely for 1 month like that really helped me focus and stay in the world of the book, because something that I struggle with is having enough focus to stay inside the book. For me, that's not easy. It's not like I just turn on my computer and I'm there. I have to wade in and acclimate. And so when I was writing Fangirl during National Novel Writing Month, I just stayed there. I never left the world of the book, and I felt like that helped me. I felt like I developed those characters more quickly. I understood the world that they lived in. So now I don't write in November necessarily, but when I do write, that's the approach that I take. I just really go hard for weeks at a time, and I stay in it, and I try to write. During National Novel Writing Month, I was trying to write like 2,000-3,000 words a day, no matter what. And so when I'm in my writing periods now, I'm writing 2,000-3,000 words a day, no matter what. Even if I think at the time that they're terrible, because you have those moments when you're writing, and you think, oh, that is awful, or that is in totally the wrong direction. Or another thing you do when you're writing under the gun like that is you just create characters without thinking about them. You're like, I need someone to hand her the water. Quick, you create this character. And great stuff happens. So I thought I was going to go back and I would just be deleting half of it. And I didn't. That became the core of the book. And almost everything I wrote during National Novel Writing Month, I kept. And I definitely kept that practice and that habit of writing very intensely. In my books, I deal with a lot of people who are very intense and maybe fanatical, who are very intense about the things they care about. And that's because I'm intense about the things I care about. I tend to not like something, like I just don't like most things, and then I love it. So it's just this world of dislike and disgust and like ennui until I love something, and then I love it passionately and without any sort of border or boundary. So my characters tend to be that way. My characters tend to be very intense and geeky about things. That's most prevalent in Fangirl. I'm reading the Parade's End books. Do you know Parade's End? It's like the best novel ever written in Great Britain. It's about World War I. And I started reading it because it was a Benedict Cumberbatch miniseries, and it was terrible, so I'm reading it. It's very good. It's beautiful. Parade's End. That's what I've been reading. I never have read on the beach once. Never once. I've never once gone to the beach and read, like, ever. If I'm on the beach, I feel like I should do something other than just, like, get sunburned. And I don't go to the beach. And two, the idea, this is so funny to me, the idea that you're like, well, I'm on the beach, I better be reading a fun, summery beach read, something with water and sand. Like the idea that you'd be like, well, I'm gonna be in a bus station today, I better find a bus station book. What am I making bus station reads? So I get asked this question so much about beach reads. I'm never gonna go to the beach. I don't wanna read about summer, ever. Like I never have thought like, well, it's hot, I better read differently. It's hot out, I need to read something different because it's hot out. Okay, no.